So this is my code for the midterm. So when I start off, you do the include. This is basically saying what settings you're on, and then the using namespace std attached to it. So to start off, what I did was so I did the constant string. So this means that throughout the whole thing, it's gonna use these constants and let them flow through the whole code. So I'm using the items. So my items will be hamburger, pizza, sandwich, salad, hot dog, and then my constant int right here, these are the costs that are attached to these. Well, they're not attached right now, but basically I know they're attached because it's 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. So basically this is gonna give the price, and this is basically saying that this is going to be consistent and it's not going to be changed throughout the code. So then you go down. So then right here, using item, total cost, add-on, cost add-on, and then total items. So this is going to be telling you what is going to be used throughout the code. So I'm using the void, so this means that the function is going to indicate what's going to happen if this option is chosen. So if you choose a hamburger, it's going to come out saying, do you want the, and then item 1, it's assigned to hamburger. So do you want the hamburger with, and then it's going to give you options, onions, cheese, both onion and cheese, or no add-on. So then you get to choose your add-on, and then it's going to display you chose hamburger. And then this is where it gets into the part where it says the next part. So it says you chose hamburger, and then it's going to be with onion, with cheese, with both onion and cheese. So this is basic. So before we get to that part, you have to know that the total cost, I'm letting you know that total cost equals the cost of item 1. So no matter what, the total cost is always going to include this part, item 1. Item 1 is attached to the cost of item 1, so I let it know right here. And that matters because when you choose 1, 2, 3, or 4, we're gonna use the if. So if you choose number 1, so onion, you're gonna use the total cost. So what was my total cost? It was $5 because it was attached to that. So my total cost, you have to add $1 to it. And then right here, cost of the add-on, it's just this one's basically keeping track of how many add-ons you have. And then with onion, so this is the part where I was saying you chose hamburger with onion. So that's if you choose number 1, that's what it's going to display. If you choose number 2, it's going to do the same exact thing with cheese, and then the same thing for option 3 and 4. Oh, with before it's a little bit different because it says nothing, so you're not going to add anything, so you're not going to charge them. So your total cost, you're adding nothing to it. So then you're adding your new total cost right here. So this is basically saying this is your total cost of the add-on. You add it to the $5. So then it's going to keep track of it, and then it's going to keep track of how many items you have. So you're going to do the same exact thing for everything else, for all the other items. So pizza, sandwich, and salad, and hot dog. Same exact thing's gonna happen. Do you want the, now you change it to item 2 because now we're talking about pizza, and then it's gonna bring up your options, choose it, it's gonna say you chose pizza with, and then it's just gonna keep adding it on. So you're gonna do that throughout the whole thing. For sandwich, same thing, salad, same thing, hot dog, same thing. So then we get to the main menu part, and this is basically the part where int main means the main part is going to come up. So I'm going to introduce choice and then string name because it's going to be for the get line. So it's going to display the food truck name and then your introduction, and then it's going to ask you to enter your name for your order. So the get line is going to let you use spaces, and it's not going to give you a problem. And then it's going to ask you, would you like to choose 1, order, menu, 2, checkout, 3, quit. So then it's going to allow them to choose. So if you choose number 1, this will pop up, so it's going to say do. So if they choose number 1, this will happen. So it's going to tell it to do this. So this is basically right here, end cost add-on equals 0. This is saying that all of this is set at 0 in the beginning. So the menu is going to display 1. So this is just in this part right here, the left, and then the set W is just kind of just to make it neater. So it's going to display the number 1 with the item number 1, so hamburger, and then it's going to show the cost of the item, and then it's going to give you your extras, and it's going to display 1, 2, 3 with the options, and it's going to do that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is going to ask if you want to quit. So it's going to ask you to pick your option. It's going to let you choose your item. So right here it's saying the switch statement is used to identify each scenario based on what you choose, and opens every option. So if you choose number 1, the options that we wrote for hamburger will pop up all the way up here. The same thing that comes up right here. So all of this will come up. And the same thing will happen if they choose option 2, 3, 4, and then 6 is just gonna exit because I put quit, and then if they choose any number other than 1 through 6, it's gonna say it is invalid. So if they enter an invalid choice, it's just gonna let them try again, and then it's gonna thank them for also if they end up choosing one of these, it's gonna end up displaying this thank you for your order, and then it's just gonna keep tab of everything, and this is all gonna happen. So it's gonna do that while they choose the item. And if they choose number 2, it's just gonna, so number 2 will be here while we give them the option check out. It's gonna check them out, so it's gonna tell them thank you for your order, and it's gonna give you everything. And option number 3 we gave them was to quit, so it's just gonna say thank you for your order and the name, and then it's just gonna start all over. So if we run it, so enter your name for the order. I'm just gonna put G for now. So you'd put order, so it's order, check out, or quit. So I'm gonna order, so I'll press 1, and then my whole menu comes out. And this something that sucks is that the menu is really long, but yeah. So you get the hamburger, the pizza, the sandwich, and all your extras in between. This is your menu. I mean, that's how you see it when you go to a restaurant. Your option is quit. So I'm gonna choose 4. So right here you saw food 4, and it's gonna say you chose a salad, what would you like it with? I'm gonna choose 3, and then you're gonna, so right here I chose 3, so it says you chose a salad with ham, thank you for your order, and then it's gonna give me the name G again, and then it's gonna display your total items, total add-ons, and grand total. So this was one of my bugs, is that I cannot get it to add everything up, but it repeats the menu until you want to quit. So if I press 6 and quit, again it's just gonna thank them, and it's gonna give you a summary of everything. And again, this is my bug that I don't know how to get it to work, but yeah, so that is pretty much it. It's just gonna keep repeating, and yeah.